Okay, good morning everyone from our cold, crisp Borehamwood. Just like to say this is an iconic location from the films for anyone who's watching. Hope you enjoy this video. Now, if I head across and look across the road, the first hint to this location is the church that's across the road, International Christian Fellowship Church. Now, that you see, if I just carry on walking in this direction, you'll be able to see the camera catches a bus coming up to the laundrette. This is the location we're covering today. So the camera would have been placed around about here and would have seen the bus coming in that direction. Could you see the Fellowship Church across the road there? So you got the Fellowship Church across the road. Now there's when you see Blakey standing with his clipboard and his stopwatch, he would have been standing, if you watch this film again, it's probably best to watch the film again. Camera would have filmed him standing around about here. And we know it's here for a fact because if you watch that scene, you'll see the manhole cover right there and the little slip road leading into the back of some residential Stirling House flats. So we know that we've been standing around about here, and across the way there you can just make out the laundrette. So we'll head over in that direction. Just make sure it's nice and quiet on the Sunday morning, thankfully, for traffic. Now, the bus probably would have stopped around about here with the knicker snatcher scene. So if we go across here, stand here. Now, if you remember, Jean says, Reg's wife says, Reg's daughter, sorry, says, you must be a knicker snatcher. The camera films her delivering that line, looking in this direction, and you see the house over there, 87 Manor Way in the background. Get a perfect shot of 87 Manor Way in the background, so Jean and Blakey would have been standing around about here for that shot. So, we turn around, and there's the laundrette there. You can see the Manor Way laundrette. So that's the laundrette there. Obviously the bus would have stopped around about here. There's a scene where Blakey wrestles to get the washing off of Reg, and that tallies up because you see this flat there in the background. We'll be adding this new location because you get this view of the Manor Way in the background there. We'll try and add that into the new addition. And the same with this location here where you see Jean delivering her knicker snatcher line. So there's a laundrette, and it is still a laundrette. Those are the sort of things that don't really change. Obviously fixtures and fittings, I suppose, because there's another laundrette that you used in a TV episode and Serious, I think it was Family Flu, Serious 2. I think they used it in when Stan goes to pick up laundry again and Tip picks up the wrong bag. That's in Kingsbury somewhere near Wembley, Kingsbury Avenue I think it is, and that's still a laundrette to this day as well. So just heading on up to the next location that was filmed here. Next location, of course, was in, next time they used this location was in Mutiny on the buses. So nearly there. Now, if you remember the scene when they were tampering with the radio control system, they contact the police car. They also contact the policeman who's on a beat. Now the policeman on his beat was walking up in this direction, and so just turn around. This is roughly where he was standing, just sort of like where that wall is between the two shops there. This here is a pharmacy, a chemist, and if you notice, if you watch the film, you can see it was a chemist then as well, because you can see Old Spice and all that in the window. So He'd have roughly been standing, walking, the screenshot that I've got of it in the book is roughly passing that little stone pillar between the two shops there. We know it's there for a fact because if you have a look above the shops here, they've got a little metal grilling fence and then it drops down a level. Now there's 3 shops before you come to the chemist. There's 2 shops, sorry, and that's exactly as it pans out in the film. I think in the film, this shop there, it's Manor Way, was I think it was a dry, no, yeah, I think it was a dry cleaners. It might have been a dry cleaners, and then the shop next to it was a shoe shop. Not now, of course. One's an Indian takeaway now. I'm not sure what the other one is because it's shut just now. So basically, those the policemen would have been walking up in this direction. So just cross over here because there's another location here as well. Now this is also from Mutiny on the buses, this location. Just minding the traffic. You can see there's still semblance of snow lying around. It's a bit treacherous now because it's all iced slush on the pavement. Right, so if you remember the scene from Mutiny on the buses at the very start when the bus pulls up and Jack starts wheeling out all the tickets, and then he looks across the road and sees a Ladbrokes. Now, the mural that's got the Muppets mural on the wall over there, that's what you see in the background. Jack's standing just about here, right in front of me, and you see that side wall. Obviously it never had a mural in those days, obviously, because the Muppets weren't even, I think, conceived then. And you see the row of Manor Way shops in the background. Now the thing is, when he looks across, you see him looking and the camera angle changes to a Ladbrokes. The Ladbrokes wasn't filmed here. The Ladbrokes, where you see him going and walking into the Ladbrokes, is actually down at Mill Hill in North London on Watford Way. So it was a neat bit of camera trickery, really. Leads you to believe it might have been around here somewhere, but obviously not. It's just parkland there, and it's not. It wasn't on the stretch of Manor Way either, although there is ironically a Ladbrokes further down there now. But it definitely was in Watford Way, and I think it's Mill Hill, Edgware, that area. I'm not exactly sure what area it comes under, but it's only about, I always thought it was strange that they should go so far away for it, but when you look at it on the map from here, you go out on the side slip road out from Borehamwood and the road directly takes you right into the location, and it's only maybe 2 miles drive really from here.